Hello everyone, it's Irie Babble, and I'm back. Sorry I've been away for a while, but I've been traveling and doing some other things. So now I'm back, and I'm traveling back to France. The last time in my short video, I was in Cannes, but before that, my trip here took me through London. I took American Airlines via British Airways, and I took a business class flight in their brand new cabin for business class, which has a little pod, and it was so comfortable. It was a nice ride from Tampa direct to London, an overnight flight. Can't be missed. Really, it was quite comfortable, and it was a short duration. You get to watch a couple of movies, you're in a little pod, and as you saw by the little snippet there of the cabin, it is, you are quite conveniently cocooned, nice meal, and then voila, touchdown in London.
A very warm welcome to London Gatwick South Terminal. What a local time here. It's just approaching 8 o'clock in the morning.
You can take the train down to the ferry port, Portsmouth, and here I am waiting for the ferry to cross over to France. This time I took a night ferry around 3 p.m. the Concarneau, which is a smaller boat. The last time I was on, I think, the Normandy, but I had a room. It has a shower, a bathroom, and then you can go upstairs for a meal. And then shortly after that, I spent just a couple of weeks in Normandy, and then I went out into Brittney to Concarneau. This is where I stayed. It was a nice little place right on the ocean. And I was there for about a week, so I wanted to take you guys along with me so you can see. And it was quite reasonable. For 1 week, you have one bedroom, a kitchen, and it was right on the ocean and beautiful coastline. And you can see it's a lovely, lovely place to stay for 2 people. And the hosts, they were gracious. They didn't speak much English, but it was enough. I did it through booking.com, which I'm not affiliated with, but I use them quite often, and I got a little bit of a discount, so it was great. Okay, so I originally had sound here, and I was walking along the water when we left the apartment and was talking, but there was so much wind. That was my fault because I forgot to bring the microphone. So, and the microphone has a little wind furry thing over it that, you know, that takes the wind out. But I had no idea that it was that windy, which really I should know better because I've been in Brittney before. And it is always windy and rainy in Brittney. There is never a day that is not windy and rainy in Brittney. So anyways, so this road is the main road that leads in and out of Concarneau. So we're walking along the Quai de la Croix in Concarneau. And there are a few places, the toilets, the lighthouse, and you can see there's a promenade along all the way down and around, and if you continue walking you will enter into the center of the town. And literally this whole town is really beautiful. I don't get hit by a car first. More to come. I think just across here is an aquarium. Nautique. I'm not sure what that is.
Fisherman.
And for those of you who want to know, I will show you later on the tourist bureau, which is around the center of town, which is just a short walk from where we're staying. More to come. So we decided to cut through to the small street to go down towards the center of town, towards the marina, and pretty much the main drag. And what you're looking at is the marina. And just beyond that is this cool little castle that we'll try to explore somewhere towards the week. So if you haven't noticed, I changed direction on the camera. Sorry for that. I'm working on it. But as we arrive out in the main drag, or the main area, you can kind of see. Pretty cool. A lot of bars and restaurants, some creperies, coffee shop, and I'm sure you can see that, but there is that beautiful castle. And apparently it's a historic site here. And from what I understand, this area gets a ton of visitors in Brittney in the summer. So if you're coming in the summer, be prepared for crowds. As you can see, this time of year, it's hardly anyone here. So we decided to come in winter and on a Sunday, and really no sun. In fact, it was so much rain today. It rained all day, all the way from Normandy up here. So tomorrow will be the start of everything. And I want to show you something real quick. So this little shop and the stuff there within, this person made a lot of the pottery that's inside the place that we're staying. So here's a look. And thanks to Valerie LaRue for her lovely pottery. And we'll try to visit her shop when she's open. So here's a look back. Valerie LaRue. Beautiful, beautiful painted, hand-painted pot. Here's a better shot of that castle we were talking about. And of course, we'll take a look inside just a little bit later. So you can see where we're at. We're in the upper part of the center. And we came from down there. So we're just kind of walking around. This is our first day here, and just kind of getting a lay of the land. And I don't know if you can see this, but there's tons of parking available, but I'm sure in the summer it's almost like impossible. And the other thing to keep in mind is the market days. I'm not sure what days their markets are, but you have to bear that in mind when you're visiting certain places in France. Different places, a lot of towns have their markets on Saturdays, but if I remember correctly, this town has their market sometime during the week. So just bear that in mind. Okay, so this building is Le Hall, or the indoor market. And so a lot of towns have outdoor markets, but this particular town has an indoor market. This is inside the market. Les Halls. Some of the stalls are still closed, but it's still early, about 10 in the morning. And I can see there's sausage shops and meat. Some people are just doing their daily shopping. Butcher. Jesus. Pastas. Prepared foods. And the bread. Breads. Breads. Bonjour. Bonjour. Another rainy day in Brittney. So, if you come here, make sure you have a really good rain jacket. I would not suggest an umbrella, although you can bring one, because it gets windy and umbrellas will blow away. So, there you go. That is the market there. If you've watched my previous videos in Dives-sur-Mer, they have Les Halles, which is an indoor market. And that market originated back in the time of William the Conqueror. And it actually was named for William the Conqueror. And it's pretty historic because the 60 or 66 pillars actually have the names of some of the richer families in Dives engraved on the pillars. I don't think this one is as old. It's a little bit younger. But anyways, you can get a better look at the castle. And a floor view. Harbor. And that's the square in general. This Les Halles. Parking. Some more of the harbor. It's getting dark out here, but you get the idea. So we came from down there originally yesterday, and there's a bakery here, and then directly across the street, I don't know if you can see it, is the Office of Tourism. So really it's directly across from the marina, and not far from that it's like there's tons of stuff. There's Thai food, we saw an Indian food, and there's a pharmacy here. There's an optic shop, tons of stuff. walk over to the tourist office and try to get some information. Oh, and my word, those clouds do not looking good. So here is the tourist office. It's basically on the other side of that, what I call castle, but really it's a walled city, like a fort almost. So, and I'm not sure, but I think this is like a bus stop. Well, it's hard to see. Bus lines. And it looks like that. Oh, in case you're wondering, there's always toilets right next to a tourist office. So if you're ever looking for public toilets, there's usually one right next to or around the corner or somewhere close to the tourist office. So here is a map. And this is where we are, right here in the center. Any information that you want about Keriolet. Local products. And the port on the other side. Okay, so they do have boat tours of the harbor and further out in the summer, but in the winter it's very limited due to the rash weather. So, and the weather is unpredictable, so winds and high seas. So just bear that in mind. So this was day 2. As we were walking along here, we just really, this was the first day that some of the shops was open. Mostly everything is not open on Mondays during the winter. Everything is really starts opening up on Tuesdays. It seems that Monday was a market day, and so as we walked along here, we decided to go into the walled city. And there are actually shops and homes inside the walled city. So day 2 here, we'll take a look. In the next video, you'll see we'll enter into the walled city. A bientôt. See you next time.